Hello gals and guys, welcome back to The Big Sweep, your go-to place for all things organization. Let's face it, the spice cabinet can be the Bermuda Triangle of kitchens. You venture in for a pinch of paprika and emerge 20 minutes later with a bag of flour and a newfound existential dread. But fear not, spice enthusiasts. Today, we're here to transform that chaotic jumble into a haven of culinary organization. With these revolutionary spice cabinet organization tips, you'll be a flavor ninja, whipping up dishes with precision and panache. But before we dive in, smash that like button and subscribe to The Big Sweep for more content to make your life sparkle. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Spice cabinet spring cleaning. Eviction for expired spices. First things first, a ruthless declutter is essential. Grab a clean surface and empty your entire spice cabinet. Now comes the tough part, becoming a spice critic. Toss any spices that have overstayed their welcome, usually around 6 months for ground spices and a year for whole spices. Signs of trouble include a dull color, a weak aroma, or a clumpy texture. Be honest. When was the last time you used that obscure jar of fenugreek? Donate it to a friend who loves to experiment, or consider using it in a DIY potpourri for a fragrant twist. Clean and prep your spice sanctuary. Now that your spice collection is lean and mean, it's time to prep your cabinet for organization. Give the shelves a good scrub with a damp cloth to remove any crumbs or dust bunnies that might be lurking. Consider lining the shelves with a shelf liner. This not only catches spills, but also helps keep your containers from sliding around during kitchen acrobatics. There are even special cabinet liners with a bit of a grip, perfect for pull-out drawers. Think of it as a yoga mat for your spices. Choosing the perfect spice containers. Finding your flavor vessel. Now let's talk about containers. They're the key players in your spice cabinet symphony, so choose wisely. The ideal containers depend on your space, budget, and aesthetic preferences. Here's a breakdown of some popular options to help you find your perfect flavor vessel. Uniform glass jars. These are a classic for a reason. They allow you to see what's inside at a glance, come in a variety of sizes to fit all your spice needs, and look oh so satisfying when neatly lined up. Just make sure they have airtight lids to keep those precious flavors locked in. Think of them as little flavor vaults. Magnetic spice tins. Love a minimalist look? Magnetic tins can be a great space-saving option, especially if you have a metal spice rack on your cabinet door. They come in a variety of colors and sizes, so you can find some that match your kitchen's personality. Stackable containers. For the vertically challenged cabinets, or spice hoarders, stackable containers are a lifesaver. They come in various shapes and sizes, and some even have built-in measuring spoons, which is a game changer for quick recipe execution. Think of them as tiny spice towers, ready to conquer your culinary needs. Spice rack organizers. Don't have a built-in spice rack? No problem. There are countertop or cabinet-mounted spice rack organizers that can help you maximize your vertical space. These come in a variety of styles and materials, so you can find one that complements your kitchen's design. Spice container labeling hacks, from chaos to clarity. All right, you've got your containers. Now comes the fun part, labeling. This is where organization truly becomes revolutionary. Here are some labeling hacks to transform your spice cabinet from chaotic jumble to culinary masterpiece. Clear labels are key. For ultimate ease of use, use clear labels that you can stick directly on your containers. This way, you can see the spice itself through the label, eliminating the need for constant deciphering. Imagine being able to find the cumin without playing a guessing game. Uniformity is beautiful. Use the same size, font, and color for all your labels. This creates a clean and visually pleasing look, like a tiny symphony for your eyes. A beautiful cabinet is a happy cabinet, and a happy cabinet makes for happy cooking. Don't let mystery spices haunt your pantry. Include both the spice name and the use-by date on your label. This will help you avoid surprise flavor explosions. Think cinnamon in your savory dish, and ensure you're using the freshest ingredients for optimal taste. After all, expired spices are like faded jeans. They might technically work, but they're not doing anyone any favors. Spice organization by type. Here's where things get interesting. Instead of alphabetizing everything, which can be confusing for those less than familiar spices, group your spices by type. This is like categorizing your spice library for ultimate efficiency. For example, keep all your baking essentials like cinnamon, nutmeg, and baking powder together. Create a section for your savory herbs like oregano, thyme, and basil, and dedicate a spot for your chilies like cayenne pepper, chipotle flakes, and smoked paprika. This way, when you're whipping up a recipe, you can find the perfect spice in a flash. Imagine needing paprika for that creamy tomato soup and instantly knowing exactly where to look. Pure kitchen zen. Spice rack tier labels. If you're rocking a spice rack with multiple tiers, consider labeling each tier with a category like baking essentials, savory herbs, or international flavors. This gives you a quick visual reference of where to find what you need, similar to a tiny spice map. No more scanning every tier like a lost explorer in a jungle of flavor. Just a quick glance, and you're ready to add that perfect pinch of chili flakes to your stir fry. Spice storage, best practices, keeping your flavor warriors fresh. Now that your spices are beautifully labeled and organized, let's talk about storage best practices. These are the key ingredients to ensure your flavor warriors stay fresh and potent. Light, heat, and moisture are the enemy. Store your spices in a cool, dark, and dry place. Avoid keeping them near your stovetop or oven, as the heat can break down the essential oils and diminish their flavor. Think of them like delicate celebrities. They don't thrive in the spotlight. A cabinet away from the heat source is like a backstage VIP area, keeping them fresh and ready for action. Don't open and close them all the time. It might seem convenient to keep your spices right next to the stove for easy access while cooking, but resist the urge. Constant opening and closing exposes them to light, heat, and moisture, which can shorten their lifespan. Imagine leaving your favorite spices out in the sun all day. Not exactly a recipe for flavor longevity. Instead, consider storing your most frequently used spices in a small, airtight container on your counter, and keep the bulk in a cooler, darker location. Refill, reuse, recycle. Once your spice container is empty, don't throw it away just yet. You can refill it with a new spice or use it for other purposes around the house. Here are a few ideas for eco-conscious chefs. Store small craft supplies. Tiny jars are perfect for holding beads, sequins, glitter, or other small craft supplies. Imagine transforming your old spice containers into a mini organized craft haven. Organize sewing notions. Keep buttons, safety pins, or needles neatly organized in repurposed spice containers. No more rummaging through a tangled mess. Your sewing kit will be ready to tackle any project. DIY bath salts. Mix your favorite Epsom salts with essential oils and dried herbs for a relaxing bath soak. Package it in a cute spice jar for a homemade spa gift. These repurposed spice containers can be like little spa packages for your body and the environment. Become a spice master with revolutionary organization. All right, spice enthusiasts. With these revolutionary spice cabinet organization tips, you'll be a flavor ninja in no time. Remember, clear containers, uniform labeling, and grouping by type are your keys to spice cabinet success. Having a beautifully organized cabinet is not just about aesthetics. It's about making your cooking experience smoother, faster, and more enjoyable. After all, who wants to waste time searching for spices when they could be creating culinary masterpieces? Before we continue with the video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to The Big Sweep for more cleaning and organization hacks to make your life easier. Also, ring that notification bell so you never miss out on exciting content. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Tell us which tip you like best, and let us know if you have any spicy tips of your own. Spice organization for different needs, from tiny kitchens to culinary powerhouses. Now let's get a little more specific. The perfect spice cabinet organization will vary depending on the size of your kitchen and your cooking habits. So, we'll explore some strategies for different scenarios. The Tiny Kitchen Challenge. Limited space doesn't have to mean limited flavor. For compact kitchens, utilize vertical space with a mounted spice rack or hanging shelves. Opt for stackable containers or magnetic tins to maximize storage efficiency. Consider labeling the sides of your containers to save space while maintaining clear identification. Remember, every square inch counts in a tiny kitchen, so think creatively. The Family Feast Frenzy. If you're constantly whipping up meals for a hungry crew, accessibility is key. Keep your most frequently used spices within easy reach on a pull-out drawer or a lower shelf. Invest in larger containers to avoid constant refills. Labeling with bold fonts and colors can help everyone in the family quickly find what they need, reducing those frustrating "where's the paprika" moments. The Culinary Adventurers Emporium. Do you have a spice collection worthy of a world market? Embrace the bounty. Dedicate a cabinet or pantry solely to spices. Utilize clear containers of various sizes to accommodate everything from tiny poppy seeds to whole cloves. Consider using a spice rack organizer system with multiple tiers for categorized storage. Labeling with both the spice name and its origin country can add a touch of international flair to your culinary haven. Spice organization hacks for special ingredients. Some spices require a little extra TLC. Here are some tips for keeping your specialty ingredients fresh. Whole spices. Store whole spices like peppercorns, cloves, and cardamom pods in airtight containers made of dark glass or ceramic. Light can degrade their essential oils, so keeping them opaque is key. Fresh herbs. Fresh herbs are like the rock stars of the spice world. Store them upright in a glass jar with a few inches of water, like a tiny bouquet. Loosely cover the jar with a plastic bag to maintain moisture without suffocating the herbs. Hot peppers. Dried chilies can pack a punch, so store them in a separate container to prevent them from transferring their heat to other spices. Consider labeling them with a chili pepper symbol for an extra visual warning. Final touches. Creating a beautifully organized spice cabinet is just the beginning. Here are some tips to maintain your spice haven. Regular inventory check. Every few months, do a quick inventory check. Discard any expired spices and refill containers that are running low. Think of it as a spice cabinet tune-up to ensure everything is fresh and ready to go. Weekly tidy up. Take a few minutes each week to wipe down any spills and push your containers back into place. A quick tidy up keeps your spice cabinet looking sharp and prevents clutter from creeping back in. Embrace the joy of organization. A well-organized spice cabinet isn't just practical, it's inspiring. Having your spices readily available makes cooking more enjoyable and encourages culinary exploration. So, embrace the joy of organization and unleash your inner flavor ninja. Remember, with a little planning and some key strategies, you can be a spice master in no time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.